Joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at the Celtics, they're in the same slot, number 4.
Seeing where the Knicks are, they've come out the gate strong, and they have a roster that continues to improve. There's lots of optimism around this squad.
Now, New York starting 5. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 2 guard. And for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Russell in at the point. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off-season to see how your team measures up. And now, you get to find out.
And it's the Knicks to start out. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. No good. Good work defensively by White. To the left wing. Russell with the ball. Hard covering. Back to Tatum. The 3 is up. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for Boston. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The offensive rebound, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. White with a screen on Hart. Hart against Tatum. Hart with the defensive effort.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Now here's White. Outside Tatum. 4-3. That won't go either for Tatum.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Tatum against Towns. Outside Hart. Shot clock at 6. Towns a screen on Porzingis. Hart can't hit.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
To the middle. Here's Brown. Towns with a rebound.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Towns. That shot off the mark. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Brown. The 15-footer. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown. Tatum's got 5.
He's so good in that medium-range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. Second, New York.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
Now here's Brunson. 23 points his last outing.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Outside White. Off target with the three. New York trailing. To the paint. Here's Hart. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Jaylen Brown picks one up. The Celtics making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Outside, Brown. To the inside. The steal. Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Williams. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, Williams is a selective shooter, but when he gets it inside like this, he looks to capitalize.
Hard against Brown. Pass to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. The three from Ball. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, deflected. Ball with a steal. Brown passes to Ball. Outside Porzingis. Left side Tatum to end the run. Sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 8.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Boston pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
White, good.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Mr. Fundamentals. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by White. Boston has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Brown finds White. Outside Tatum. Now here's Ball. Back to Tatum. Inside. And the jam by Brown.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. Some changes for Boston. Boucher comes in for Tatum. And Walsh is subbed in for White. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He came away with 34 points and was aggressive on the glass, grabbing 8 rebounds. He was just sensational in that game. No one could stop him, and he knew it. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Walsh. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Boston making a switch here. Holiday is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Achiuwa's checked in.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
New York shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting for New York.
Good on the second one. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Ball. He's scoreless. Here's Porzingis. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
30 seconds left in the first. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Well, not really much you can do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
Ball outside. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Over Williams. Porzingis misses. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
We've got Chris Boucher, Drew Holiday out there with ball. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Walsh in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Last game he had 34 points. Here's Kolek. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
First trip to the line for him here.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Holiday. And a switch here also for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Achua. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 5 points in the game. Driving inside. Oh, hello! Time Lord with the oop.
Well, a well-aimed pass sets Williams up for success so that he can just power it down.
Boston leading by 8. To the left side wing. Outside Russell. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. Robert Williams on top.
And last year, he led the league in field goal percentage, allowing the game to come naturally and taking whatever opposing teams gave to him.
And Kolek gets it to go. Kolek's got 5.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Now here's Russell. He's closely guarded. The 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 5. Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Williams. The kick out to Griffin. Launches it. Boston pulls it in. They've led by as much as 10. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Porzingis sets a screen. The 3 from Ball. Sinks the tray. And the Celtics lead by 8.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Looking to end this cold spell. Here's Williams, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty work.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Russell with the ball. Yet to see a basket. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Boucher outside. Pass to Russell. Now Brown. Clock at 6. Over Anunoby. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Towns against Boucher. Offensive board. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 5. Outside Russell. Pass to Brown. There's the triple. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Brown's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Russell, the pass to Boucher. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Shoots. And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Porzingis with a screen on Towns. Russell against Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. Jason Tatum. He's checked in for Boston. Walsh come. Now called by Boston. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by New York. Tatum with it. Hard covering. The 3 from Russell. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 5. Anunoby on the wing. Here's the pick. Over to the wing. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That 3's off the mark.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, his game has gone the other direction.
White finds Russell. Boston again missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Brown scanning the floor. Outside Porzingis. Here's White on the take. White coming through.
Well, you know, White is quietly one of the league's most effective finishers on the drive.
Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Towns. And he lays it up and in. Towns has got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The shot off that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Boston Celtics.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Taking a look here now at Boston, they're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said, once they've adjusted, watch out. Lots of firepower on this roster.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Celtics lead by 5. So on the floor for New York, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 2. Now here's Russell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. White. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Here's Russell after the basket by New York. Left side Tatum. The kick out to White. And here's Brown for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Hart. Shot clock at 5. All alone. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. White, the pass to Tatum. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. The shot by Russell, no good.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Hart with a screen on Tatum. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by White. Outside Hart. Towns, a screen on Tatum. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Brunson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics lead by 4. Outside White. Tipped away. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by White. Got it.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now here's Tatum. Give him 8 points now. Now a timeout called by Boston. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And here's White. Outside, Brown. Three-pointer off the mark.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Now Brown. He's got 7. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. 4 on the clock. Boston, no good that time either.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Porzingis finds Brown. Poke loose. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside Brunson. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Towns against Tatum. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
Lonzo Ball's checked in for Boston. And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing. Boston's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
There's the 3. And it's Brunson with the 3. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Here's Tatum. Williams grabs the board.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Williams. Williams. Oh, throw it down! Robert Williams on the follow. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Tatum, a screen on Hart. Brown against Hart. Pass to White. Right side, Tatum. Back to White. Tatum finds White. Outside, Brown. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Hart passes to Brunson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Pounded by Ball. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. And stolen by Brunson. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Inside, White. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Brown. Porzingis with it to the wing, right side. Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. The 3 from Ball. He's off on that one. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Boston out in front, leading by a point. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter will be tough. Small forward position. That's the Boston 5. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Anunoby against Tatum. Outside White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists here tonight.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
From the wing, that one's good. Nothing but net.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Russell to pass to Tatum. Here's Boucher for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hart can't hit. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Russell. Now Boucher. Here's Russell. Outside Porzingis. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Hart. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Back to Brunson. 5 on the clock. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Celtics have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Tatum with it. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and Porzingis powers it home.
Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Brown, he's checked in for Boucher. And a switch here also for New York. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Williams. Brunson passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Hart with a screen on White. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Soft touch off the glass.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Celtics lead by 3. Russell deciding where to go with it. White, the pass to Brown. Outside Tatum, the 3 ball. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. Well, if they've been saving one of their favorite plays, now is the time to use it.
Tatum passes to Russell. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Well, you know who their number 1 option is when they need a big bucket. And Tatum rarely disappoints.
Brunson with the bucket.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Here's Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Tatum with another miss. Knicks trail by 3. Hart passes to Brunson. Towns with the ball. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Hart with a screen on White. Now it's Hart. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on White.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for Boston. They've led by as much as 10. To the middle. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Outside Porzingis. Outside Brown. Back to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. There's Tatum with the three. Money from deep.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Brunson passes to Mr. Fundamentals. With some arc. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And the Celtics in possession here. And so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over. Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by New York. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
So we see Boston get the win here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
Yeah, and so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. So long, everyone.